Poppin', everybody? I am back with another video. Another day, another video. We just keep going. And in this video, we will be doing the most overrated 11 versus the most underrated 11. And this is just my opinion. You can disagree with me. I don't really care. I'm right, you're not. But let's first check out the teams. We're going to be doing, obviously, we're going to do our simulation, but then we're also going to do a game because there's two teams to see who would win in a game, who would win most trophies, you know? First, let's check out the overrated team. So take a look at it. I'll explain each pick, by the way. Ederson, I don't think he's that good. He's good at distributing. He's not a good goalie. Simple as that. Trippier has fallen off recently and is still held to such a high standard. No, he's all right. He's not that great. Robertson just been overrated for a while now. He hasn't been like, wow, Andy Robertson's so good. And how is he still an 86 rated? That's weird. Diaz is phenomenal, but the fact that people are saying he is one of the greatest of all time is preposterous. He's not even the best in the world right now. Come on. Then Jules Koundé had a crazy fall off. Was good last season. Barca fans still think he's that good. Nah, he's not. Next up we have Rodrigo de Paul, literally just Messi's bodyguard. That's all he is. He's not that good. Bruno Guimaraes, I just don't think he's that good. People like to hold him to such a high acclaim, but he's not. Martin Odegaard, hair touch merchant, more touches on his hair than touches of the ball. Ousmane Dembele speaks for himself, he's awful. Martinelli has less goals than Mykhailo Mudryk. So if you want to call Mudryk bad, Martinelli's 10 times worse. And then Gabriel Jesus, when a striker says that his best attribute isn't scoring, that's when you know they're not good. It's simple as that. But I digress, and we'll move on to the underrated 11. First off, Vicario. I'm a Chelsea fan, and I think this guy is incredible. Tottenham, people like to hate on Tottenham. He is so good. I don't know if you haven't watched the Chelsea-Tottenham game, it would have been 10-1 if Vicario wasn't in goal. He was so good. Then moving on to the center backs, Rudiger. He is literally the only center back that's either fit or isn't sent off for Real Madrid, and he still puts in shift after shift after shift. He is so good. And Bastoni is so good as well, but he just doesn't get talked about enough. That's why he's underrated. Same with Grimaldo. People just like to say oh, his FIFA card's good. But I actually have watched a few Bayer Leverkusen games because I wanted to see what the hype was about, because they're doing so well. Grimaldo is instrumental into how they play. He is so good. And then Carvajal, the fact that he's still in the Madrid team just shows that he is so good, but he just doesn't get talked about enough. Moving on to the midfield, Toni Kroos. I'm sorry, I just love Real Madrid. There's so many players that just don't get rated enough. Toni Kroos, he's one of the best midfielders of all time, and he doesn't get talked about it like that. His ability to pass the ball, I don't know if anybody is better than him. I just don't think so. Then moving on to Rabiot, he's just a very solid center back. He's one of Juventus' best players. Just doesn't get talked about either. Then moving on, Cam, we have Wirtz. He is better, in my opinion, I think he's better than Jamal Musiala, and I don't think people are ready to have that conversation, but I think he is. Left wing, Diogo Jota, the fact that he doesn't start a lot of games for Liverpool is preposterous. He should be starting over Diaz, over Nunez. And who do they have at striker? I don't know who they have at striker, but he is so good, and he just doesn't get played at all. Dominic Berardi is so good, and because he plays on Sassuolo, he just doesn't get any praise, which is really stupid. And then last but not least, this is touching this is kind of cutting it close to underrated. But the fact that Antoine Griezmann is playing at the level he's playing and doing so well, and nobody talks about it, just doesn't make sense. That's why he's in the squad, because it just doesn't make sense that he's so he's so good and nobody cares. I don't know what that's about. But those are my overrated and underrated. Let me know if you have a different opinion. Let me know who your most overrated and most underrated players. And I'll see if I can agree or disagree. Let me know what players I missed out on that you think should be in here. But we are first going to move on to the game. I will see you there. We are about to get started. Let me know who you think is going to win this. I have my money on the underrated 11 because I actually like those players. I don't like the overrated, but let's see. The overrated 11's already running through. Gabriel Jesus has a chance. Oh, he's alone. He's alone. And it's already 1-0 to the overrated 11. No way. And just like that, Like they just ran through. The team couldn't do anything else. Jesus, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't think he's good. A striker that says he can't shoot. Oh, but I guess he scored now, so I guess he's trying to prove me wrong. But I really don't. He's like one of my least favorite players on this team, by the way. Anyways, Griezmann kicks it off. The underrated 11. Can they come back? Let's see. Griezmann. Back to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. Oh, what a save by Ederson. Actually saves a shot. Wow. Unexpected.
Time to play it over.
Ooh, that was a bad tackle by Griezmann. And it's a red. Oh my god. Yeah, that was an awful challenge. What the hell? That was so poor. Why would he do that? It was on the other side of the field. And we go into halftime. The underrated 11 is 10 men down. It's down to 10 men. And it's not looking good for them. What the hell? Anyways. We go back into the second half. Let's see if this team can come back. Gabriel Jesus is running down. He has a lot of space. He has to shoot. He does. What a save! Vicario is literally keeping his team in it. If he wasn't for him, again, it would have been like 5-0 to the overrated 11. As he whips in the ball, though, Gabriel Jesus wins it straight to Vicario. Gives it to Jesus to end the game. What a save! Vicario is just doing everything. Like, how? Gives it to Jota. They need a goal and they need one fast. Jota has some space. No way. He shoots. No! It's the outside of the post and that looks like it'll be their last chance. Oh my god, that was close. Who's that guy? Clips it in. Berardi header straight to Ederson, and that is the game. Overrated 11 wins. Very deserved win. Besides that one Jota chance, literally nothing from the underrated 11. So maybe the underrated's overrated, overrated's underrated, but we will see how this goes in a career simulation. I'll see you there. We are ready to start simulating. Let me know who you think is going to win the simulation down below. I don't know who's going to win now because of that game. I'm going to stick with my underrated boys though, but we'll see. I'll see you after we're done. Alright, we have just finished the simulation. Let's see who is really overrated and who's really underrated. Let's see. They're both top 10, which is a good start, but both top 9, better. Top 8, top 7, top 6. Okay, that's good. Okay, so what teams are... We still have Chelsea, Spurs, and then the two other teams. Let's see. West Ham, okay. Aston Villa. Alright, that means Chelsea made top 4. Let's go. Come on. 4th, Chelsea. Alright, Champions League. Alright, this might be a part where we see one of the teams, so be prepared. Ready? Oh, it's a top 2. Okay, it's a top 2. It's the overrated and the underrated first and second. Let's see who is going to win. By the way, if you don't know how this works, we will be checking the Prem, Carabao, FA Cup, and Champions League. Whoever does better in each gets a point, and if it's tied on points, we go to whoever has the best goal scorer. But let's see who won in 3, 2, 1. The underrated team destroyed the league. What the hell? 91 points is crazy. That's... Wow, great for them. I was right. I knew it. I told you they're underrated, and they're overrated because they couldn't win it. All right, that's 1-0 to underrated. Let's see who won the Carabao Cup. Well, the overrated team takes the point because they made it to the finals. The underrated got eliminated in round 4. All right, let's check out the FA Cup. I think it's not the finals yet, but let's see if either of them are in the finals. Neither of them are, but let's see. Oh, they beat them. The overrated beat the underrated. All right, so it's 2-1, I guess. But here is what I'm going to make a rule. If the overrated team doesn't win a single trophy, then it's obvious who had the better season, so the underrated team would win it. But if the overrated wins the Champions League, then they win it everything. But let's see. Champions League final. The underrated team is in the finals, so it is technically 2-2. Let's see who is the top goal scorer, and then we'll sim to the finals of the tournament. Let's see in 3, 2, 1. It is Erling Haaland with 33 goals. That's insane. But if the underrated team wins the whatever it's called, the Champions League, then they win it because that's a double, and the overrated team didn't do anything. I'll be honest. Maybe I need to fix my system. Let me know if you have any ideas, but I guess we'll just say who wins more trophies. I guess my thing is more like it works if nobody wins trophies, but let's see. Did the underrated team win the Champions League? They did! Alright, so they will win. They won the Champions League and the Premier League. It's over. Good for them. Like, I mean, I guess they're underrated for a reason. Pete, you gotta start rating them more. Watch out for these players. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. We will be doing daily content still, and we'll keep going. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.